Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very fiendish episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, we are taking a look at an old archetype with a lot of potential. I've tried this deck out before, and it is in fact such a rare archetype that the first time that I've ever experienced it was when I was looking up Boss Duel. So, sit back, relax, and let's take a good long look at how Night Shroud does anime. And there's the intro. Okay. Sorry, I was just hoping to do like a cool little thing. So, hello everyone. Yes, as you know, this is another episode of How Do Anime. But this time it is a little different because we are looking at a Japanese only archetype, which I never actually knew about until I was looking up Boss Duel. As you can see, I'll just type it in. Boss Duel. Yeah, it's right here. So, for those of you hardcore fans of the show, you would know that today we are looking at Night Shroud's deck, otherwise known as the Darkness archetype. Now, the Darkness archetype is actually very weird. It relies on dark monsters alone, and there's actually two monsters that are aqua, there's two fiends, two plants, but the rest are fiends. So, with this deck, I will now see if this archetype could be any useful. So, I'm going to show you the deck itself, and then we're going to get into it. But first, let me do my arranging cut. Whoa! And we're back from my organizing little cut. So, let's get into this deck because I can guarantee you that some of these cards are really overpowered. So first we have this card, which is Darkness Bramble. Now I don't know if it's actually supposed to be fuzzy like that or not, but basically during either player's turn, look at all the set spell or traps you control, ignoring the effect of darkness, and then during the end phase, if you have less than 4,000 life points, your life points become 4,000. That's pretty darn good, and it's a 2,000 point beat stick. It's a level 6 to tribute summon, so it's a pretty darn good card. But this next card is really darn useful, and it's called Darkness Seed. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can activate the effect to summon it during your second standby phase after activation. If it's special summon like that, it gains these two effects. It cannot be destroyed by battle, and then during during each player's end phase, if you have less than 4,000 life points, your life points become 4,000. Now, there's actually a combo with this card and another card, and it's this one. Darkness Raincrow. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send this card from your hand and one face-up Darkness Bramble you control to the graveyard to summon one Darkness Neosphere from your deck. I will get into that in a little bit, but spoiler alert, that is an actual card, and it is freaking overpowered as crud. So yeah, the next one is Darkness Slime. If the total attack of all face-up monsters you control is 0, you can summon this card from your hand in defense mode. And when this card is special summoned, that's actually a glitch with this card. If this card is special summoned, you could basically copycat one monster your opponent controls. It can gain the original attack and defense equal to that monster. So that's a pretty good card. The next one that I want to talk about is Darkness Necro Slime. It's pretty much like this, but a little bit better. If it's ever sent to the graveyard, target a darkness monster in your graveyard besides Necro Slime and summon it. So, yeah, again, that's a really good card, and that's why I'm playing 3 of them, because he's a free monster reborn, basically. Next is Darkness Eye. Once per turn, you can look at all the set, spell, and trap cards you control, ignoring the effects of darkness. I still don't know what what it means by that. I know the field spell, but it doesn't look like it's using anything. Like, I don't see the real reason for it. Ignoring the effects of darkness. If this card is in attack mode during your standby phase, you get another normal summon without a tribute. So it's basically a free Darkness Bramble. So yeah. Next is Darkness Outsider. This guy is a motherfudging beast. This is the MVP of the deck outside of the boss monster, Darkness Neosphere. This guy's effect is once per turn, discard one card and declare a monster card or name. If that card is in your opponent's deck or extra deck, summon it to your side of the field, ignoring the summoning conditions. Then you can pay 2,000 life points, or equal to the special summon in monster's attack, whichever is higher. Or send this card into your opponent's deck. How is that not good? Like, it's like if you're playing against Cosmo, it's a free it's a free destroyer. Now, this next guy is literally the most overpowered card you will ever see from the GX series outside of Yubel, and it is Darkness Neosphere. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by sending one fiend monster you control and one fiend in your hand to the graveyard when your opponent declares an attack. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, you can return all face-up trap cards you control to the hand. That is overpowered, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But trust me when I say that is really too much overpowered. The next one is Dark Eruption. These are the non-anime cards that I'm putting in here. There's one anime card that's in there, and then there's these cards, which I'll get into a little bit. So this one is Dark Eruption. Target a dark monster in your grave with 1,500 or less attack, add it to your hand. That's almost all of them. Outside of Bramble and Neosphere, that's all of them. So that's why I put that in there. I also put in one Allure of Darkness because it needs a little bit of draw power. So yeah. Next is Reoccurring Nightmare. Target 2 dark monsters with 0 defense in your grave and return them to your hand. And once again, that's pretty much all of them, except for Darkness Eye. So, yeah, so far so good. Now we get into the one anime card that is not a part of an epic combo. And that is Darkness Half. Target one monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. Special summon 2 dark tokens in attack mode to your opponent's side of the field. Have the original monster's attack of the targeted monster. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. Pretty darn good. Not exactly the best, but pretty darn good. Next is Hidden Soldiers. Activate only when your opponent normal or flip summons a monster. Special summon a level 4 or lower dark from your hand. It's pretty simple. 3 Mirror Force, explanatory. Now we get into the most epic combo of the deck. I am not even kidding. This is too overpowered. This is Darkness. When you activate this card, destroy all spell or trap cards in your spell and trap card zones. Then set a 0, Infinity, Darkness 1, Darkness 2, and Darkness 3 at random from your hand, deck. During each end phase, set all face-up trap cards you control. If a spell or trap card you control leaves the field, destroy all spell and trap cards you control. Now let me actually do this real quick. Whoa! Hold on. Whoa! Whoa! There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is basically a really overpowered card, especially with these next 5 cards. Guess 5. It is almost like a Destiny board, but it is not an instant win condition. It is pretty darn close. So the first one is 0. If you do not control a face-up infinity, activate one random set card in your spell and trap card zone. If you control a face-up infinity, activate all set spell and trap cards you control. You'll see why that's good in a little bit. Infinity. If you do not control a face-up 0, activate one random set card in your spell and trap card zone. If you control a face-up 0 card, activate all set spell and trap cards you control. Same thing, but you'll see why that's overpowered. This one is Darkness 1. This card cannot be activated. This card's effect can only be activated by the effect of Infinity or 0. Destroy one card your opponent controls for each face-up Darkness continuous trap card you control. Now that's pretty overpowered. Next card, Darkness 2. If this card is activated by the effect of Infinity or 0, apply the following effect. Select one face-up monster you control. It gains 1,000 and attack for each face-up Darkness continuous trap card you control until the end phase. Very overpowered. Now this one right here is the one you want to watch out for. Darkness 3. This card, if this card is activated by Infinity or 0, apply the following effect. Inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent for each face-up Darkness continuous spell and trap card you control. Now, combo that with Darkness itself. And that literally means you get all these cards' effects each turn. You get an extra 3,000 points because of Darkness 2. You can destroy 3 cards because of Darkness 1. And you can inflict 3,000 points of damage to your opponent for Darkness 3. That is really overpowered. Now I'm going to show you how this deck runs. Because let me tell you right now, it is freaking overpowered. So, go up against any deck, doesn't really matter. And here we go. So we have a couple Darkness Outsiders. Oh, this is already game. I'm not even kidding, this is already game. Because now we can summon Darkness Outsider, in which case we activate its effect to ditch a card from our hand. We'll ditch the Hidden Soldiers, and we need Exodia, the Forbidden One. Come here, give me Exodia! No. I'm just going to shuffle that back into your deck. I give up! As soon as it becomes his turn. Yep. I didn't actually know it did that until I was playing Iron Chains against it, and one of the pieces went into the deck. So, yeah. Okay, so now it's an even more random, and, ooh, not that bad of a card. Oh, it's against Noble Knights! It's Noble Knights! Oh, Noble Knights are gonna get squashed. Oh, what? It still sets them all? Oh my god, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Okay, so I summoned Darkness Eye, and you know what, I'm just gonna activate its effect. I don't know why I would do that. Ignoring the effect of Darkness. Like, it's just weird. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can look at all set spell and trap cards you control, ignoring the effects of Darkness. So, yeah. And then I can use Darkness Neosphere, because that guy's a fiend, and both these guys are fiends. So I'll end my turn here, and this is going to be game. Uh-oh. Crash! Fudge. Whew! The preemptive wall worked! Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes it crashes, which is weird. So let me just go back into Darkness. Fudge. Don't check the deck. I forgot to do that. The Darkness. Let's go! Alright, so now we're back. Okay, not that overpowered of a hand, but still pretty darn useful. Darkness Neosphere. I got a bunch of Darkness Necro Slimes. Let's see here. I can use Dark Eruption to add Darkness Necro Slime back. Are you kidding me? I don't even know what this guy is playing, and he already has whipped me. Activate this. Add Darkness Necro Slime. Now I'll set Darkness Necro Slime to end my turn. Are you kidding me? Battling Boxers! Oh my god, I freaking hate Battling Boxers. I can already tell you it's Battling Boxers because of the way that it's freaking looking. You know what? I'll even prove my... Give me my cards! This is Battling Boxers written all over it. Like, seriously. He must be bricking so hard. Summon Darkness Outsider. Activate his effect. I shall ditch Neosphere. Battling Boxer, lead yoke. Let's see if I'm correct. No? I'm not correct? This isn't Battling Boxers? It's Constellars! Oh my god, I thought it was Battling Boxers. Yeah, I'm activating the effect. Send that and send that. Are you kidding me? Well, at least I don't take any damage. Reoccurring Nightmare. I'll add Ranclow and Outsider. So now that I know what I'm facing, I can actually do something here. But I'll set that to end. Because literally this deck is overpowered if you get it. And then, wait, what? Aww. Normal summon this guy. I'll activate its effect. So now that I know what I'm up against, let's look at all the Constellar cards. Because I think the one that I want is Constellar Talon EM7. Here it is! No. I'm just going to shuffle it back into your deck. Are you kidding me? This isn't even fun anymore. What is this? 1. Okay, so I will add Darkness Necroslime. But you guys are probably wondering why I'm not setting Darkness 2. I'm saving that for the field spell, which is why I played 3. Oh, hey, Darkness Bramble. Enjoying the fun? So I just need to wait for the time. Oh, I thought I could add one. Oh, here we go. Darkness half. I'm probably going to lose now, aren't I? Just as I said, oh, this deck is really overpowered. Fudge. Come on, give me a good hand. I had a good hand against that other player. I hate this so much. I was testing this beforehand, and this deck was really overpowered. The only time I get a good hand and the game freaking crashes! And at least I got Darkness Eye. Oh, it's Cosmo. Gosh dang it. Well, at least now I know what I'm up against. Activate Darkness Outsider. I'll ditch Darkness Slime. In order to summon Cosmo Destroyer. Destroyer. I think it's this one. There it is! No, I want to shuffle it back into the deck. In which case, I'll use Dark Destroyer's effect to destroy Farm Girl. Dark Destroyer, attack Max C. That'll work. Like I said, this deck can be overpowered. Hey! Reasoning's at 1. Alright, I could easily take out that farm girl. And I got another Darkness Outsider. Yay! I don't know why I'm singing a song. I don't have any set speller trap cards. So I'm just gonna attack. No, I don't have any set spell and trap cards. Does it mean my opponents? No, it just means mine. You know what? Yeah. Why? Because fudge you. Fudge you! I'm not even kidding right now. Fudge you. Darkness. We don't even need this anymore. Set 5 spell and trap cards. I now summon Darkness Outsider and use its effect. You're bound to have 2 more. No. No. Instead, I'm just gonna attack for a big wallop of Game Pie! I don't know why. That could be a new thing. Game Pie. That actually sounds kind of delicious right now. Am I the only one thinking that would actually be kind of delicious? Game Pie. Set 5 cards. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. There we go. 5 cards. Now I summon Darkness Outsider, in which case I special summon Darkness Slime, and I'll use its effect to take Farm Girl's attack points. Now I'll use this guy's effect, ditch this, add a Destroyer, which I'll gladly do, and I'm not going to pay life points, instead I'm just going to shuffle it back into the deck. I'll use Dark Destroyer's effect to destroy Farm Girl. So many words. Why do I talk so much in these videos? So what do I think of the deck? The deck isn't bad. It's not the best deck, but it isn't bad. Activate 0, and with 0 on the field, I can activate Infinity. Activate, activate, activate! Now I gain life attack points. And now all my cards are set again. This is why I love this deck, because you can literally burn your opponent for game on just the trap cards. It's like the same thing as a Final Destiny, I think. Destiny board. Where basically, are you kidding me? No! You mother bucker! Slip Rider to the rescue, huh? Oh, I'll use Darkness Seed's effect, yeah. I just need to wait 2 turns. Dark Eruption. Do I even have anything in my graveyard that counts? I have Darkness Slime. Nah. Destroyer, attack Good Witch. Yeah, so that's 1 turn. Are you kidding me? You pull another Good Witch. And that's 2 turns, which means here comes Darkness Seed in defense mode. I'll add Darkness Slime to my hand because Darkness Slime is really good. So, yeah. Destroyer, attack Wicked Witch. Yeah, this is a fun deck. Like I said, I really, really like this deck. Oh, you want to try me with Farm Girl? You must be thick. Yeah, he really must be thick. Like, really, really thick. Is this guy's effect act? No. Okay. So, attack with Darkness Seed. And attack for 3,000. So, yeah, this deck is pretty darn good. What do I think of it? It's not bad of a deck. It is definitely not a bad deck. It's actually pretty darn good. It has a destruction engine, it has a draw engine, and it has a pretty much fudge you engine. That's what I'm going to call it, a fudge you engine. Basically because of Darkness Outsider, which is really darn good. The only bad part is Darkness's downside, and its downside is if one unspell trap card I have leaves the field, destroy all all other spell and trap cards I have, including Darkness, which I don't like losing Darkness. Probably could play a trip set of all these. Actually, hold on. Whoa! Whoa! And I'm back. So, what did I change? Well, I took out all the other spell and trap cards, and I basically put in all the other darkness spells and traps. I'm also putting in terraforming, just so I could do that. So let's try it now. Again, with a little bit of fine tuning, this deck can be really overpowered. Like I said, look at this. Like, seriously, I have 3 darkness right now, which, darkness! Wait a minute, I just realized something. Okay, so it's specifically one of each card. And this is gadgets. Gear Gigant? Gear Gigant X. Oh, he actually does play it. Okay. I was really worried there for a second that I was gonna make fudge. I was really worried that I was gonna make an fudge. Crash. Woo! Fudge. I forgot to do the preemptive woo. Well, it doesn't seem like anything too bad is here. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to cut it here. It's about 30 minutes now. I'll have to definitely cut it down. So, yeah. Again, what do I think of the deck? It's okay. It's not exactly meta. If these cards actually worked, then it freaking would be. Because I'm not even kidding. These cards are overpowered. And again, with a little bit of fine-tuning, this deck can definitely be tier 1. So, thank you all so much for watching. Click my channel down below if you want to see more stuff done by me. And as always, click that subscribe button, and I'll get videos out as much as I can. So, thank you all for watching, and as always, may the wind be with you, my friends.